What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? We back. Um, I hope you guys are having a wonderful Saturday. I always said that Saturdays are meant for really um, beautiful moments, man. Like, especially still the month of love, man. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
So, I normally never do the introductions because I always feel like I want to know if you were me, how would you introduce yourself?
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Oh, okay. So my name is Yzelle, of course.
Okay.
Um, a little bit about myself. I'm a very bubbly person, a creative overall. Um, I'm a lover of people. I'm a lover of music. You know. Just generally very proud to be a part of the society that I am. You know. Yeah, and in the month of love, I'm just somebody who's just an all-rounder, full of love, full of energy. You know, very very welcoming as well. Yeah, so I think that is what I'd say I am.
You said a lover of music. So I'm corny, right? When did you fall in love with music?
Weirdly, I only started falling in love with music around 2019, around there. Just generally, I've been doing it as I think I can hold a little note,
Yeah.
until I took it a little more seriously, and I realized that music is something I cannot live without. It's something I do even unconsciously, and yeah, I started giving it more time. And, as the years went by, I'm like, I think this is where I want to be. And here we are.
You still didn't give me what I was asking for. I know you gave yourself an intro, but how would you introduce yourself if you were in my shoes? You didn't really give yourself an intro.
My
Give me an intro, man. Like, come on.
My goodness,
Give me-
I'm so horrible when coming to that. I think I let my energy speak for itself. I wouldn't even need to say much, really, But I think it's something I'd have to think about. Maybe I do need to have a killer intro for such moments.
Okay, let's talk about artist names, right? Where did you start and how did you end up where you are?
Okay, artist names. I've always had trouble finding something that sticks, something that speaks to people and myself as well. It's very easy to identify with a certain energy and then pick a name, but nothing was quite right. And I remembered I have a very beautiful name, Yzelle, which I don't think I've heard anywhere else. And I'm like, why not be myself and be just that, So after a long time of running around in circles trying to find a name that explains who I am, I'm like, let's go with Yzelle.
Okay.
Yeah.
And look, I always say, I always want your perspective, right?
Yeah.
And let's start from the beginning. You are a female, firstly, in this beautiful creative space that God has created.
Of course.
What has been some big challenges as a female that you've really saw that you were like, I don't know if I could overcome this?
First things first, talent undeniably there. So it's never anything I had to worry about.
You never questioned
I
it.
never, trust me. However, public perception, one.
Oh.
Two, maintaining a very professional relationship with people in general, especially if you're not just a woman, but somebody who is considered a little attractive, So it's something that's really difficult to navigate. You have to constantly assert boundaries that, we have a working relationship, but this is how far it can go. And how you brand yourself as an artist, as a female artist, that is, trying to let people see your work before they see the fact that you're an attractive woman or you're a woman just in general.
I see.
Constantly having to, reconcile that power dynamic. Kukuti, I'm an artist before I'm a woman.
Before I'm a woman.
Yeah.
And I love that you said that. And for you, right, with all your talents and everything that you've gathered and all these knowledge along the years, maybe let's take it back. What are some hats that you wear and we're not aware of? What are some hats that you hidden talents that you have that we don't even know?
It's so interesting that you ask that, because on my social media I only portray the singing and a little bit of makeup here and there.
Yeah.
But generally, when I started speaking, I said I am an all-rounder creative. So I write. I'm a playwright as well.
Oh.
Yes, I'm a poet. I do that day in, day out. Another thing, I can, have a few moves here and there,
Okay.
So we might have that. But just generally, I'm a writer. I'm really, really good with words. Whatever you put in front of me and I have to script write, I have to write a play, I have to write a poem, brilliance. Trust me.
Brilliant. So now let's say you're in studio, right? And studio sessions can be long.
Yeah.
To the kid who doesn't know, right? Studio sessions can be long.
Yeah.
What's some of your favorite parts about a studio session or a studio camp?
My favorite part of studio is seeing what the sound that is being played inspires out of you. I think with every artist, there's always stories that you can tell either through music or just through conversation to the next person. So I don't think that is something that is at the forefront for me.
Yeah.
So the most interesting part of it is me sitting there and exploring different kinds of melodies through a sound that you hear. And you're like, oh my God, this can go in so many different ways.
Right?
I didn't even know I could create such sound out of me. So it's definitely developing melodies or seeing what a sound inspires out of you over the words.
And what has been so far your favorite studio session?
My goodness, it has to be with Rap Academy. That happened yesterday.
Yeah.
My goodness.
It happened yesterday?
Yesterday, yes.
What happened yesterday?
Oh my God. Okay, so I have a brilliant team of managers, by the way, working tirelessly. I'm so grateful for them. So I was just called to go to listen. We have a little something with Rap Academy. So when I got there, the room is full of the creatives, the room is full of brilliance, from dancers to singers to producers. I'm like, I could actually get used to this. And it's not difficult for me to actually work with them because they already heard my sound and they're very quick with it. They're literally on their feet with the sound. So it makes the whole experience pleasurable.
You said something really important. You said you have a great team of managers. I know this question is asked a lot, but how important is management as an upcoming artist? And what are some of the things that if you could give to a listener who's listening and they're at home and they're wondering, how important is management?
Okay, I think management is greatly important, if not more important than the craft itself. I think just generally it shapes your direction, one, the kind of artist that you become, and overall maintaining what you've already built. So if you do not have a team of management that understands who you are as a person, as an artist, your vision, your dream, and they don't nurture that, it's very detrimental to who you become in the industry and, overall in the long term. So to a young artist, I think wait it out if you have to. Find people that are committed to developing you as an artist, developing your craft, nurturing the relationships you have with people, how professional and how well you show up, because that is essentially who you are as an artist. Yeah.
Man, I love the fact that you talked about management because I feel like a lot of people don't talk enough about it.
Of course, yeah.
I don't think they understand, firstly, the importance of it and the value, right?
Yeah.
So give us a few value factors that you've noticed that management has added to your career.
I'm going to start from the direction POV.
Oh, direction.
Direction.
Clock it.
Let's go. Yeah. So when I speak direction, I speak them understanding the kind of sound you have, right? And the people to approach, right? It's very easy as an upcoming artist to want to take anything that comes your way, so as to position yourself somewhere in the industry. So my managers, in terms of direction, they understand your sound and they connect you with the right people, that will develop, your idea, develop your craft. Another thing, managing your time. That is very important. So they put things into perspective for you, and they literally have different slots for you. So it's not too
You're not
much.
all over the place as well, right?
Exactly, and you get time to actually focus on the craft and not everything else. Yeah. So I think those are two core or major aspects of management that my team has all figured out, and I'm so grateful for that.
So now let's come back to you, right? And I want to understand Why music? You could have chose anything else. You could have been, dude. You could have been the president of the country.
Of course. I am really expressive as a person generally, and you don't always have a listening ear to listen to what you're going through or whatever it is you want to express at a certain time. It doesn't necessarily have to be something that is heavy on you, just like a fun something that's going through your head. So with me being expressive, I run out of mediums to communicate how it is I'm feeling, to run out of mediums of what it is that's going through my head, and the only thing to actually take somebody through a trip and make them see images and make them feel something through what it is I'm trying to express is through music, and I'm like, you know what? I think this is my thing. Again, as I said, I do that without even thinking. So why not actually fully embody it?
So let's keep it corny. Let's keep it corny. Let's talk about dream collaboration. Give me 2 artists locally and give me 2 artists
internationally. My goodness, I'd love to get on something with Black Coffee. I'd love to get on something with Sun L Musician.
Okay.
My goodness. That would be such a dream come true.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Internationally, my God, who? See now, you're making me think. I'm such a versatile artist, so I think the artists I'm gonna mention are not anything. Is Tyler still local? I don't know. Tricky.
I feel like get global sensation.
Wabona. Exactly.
Okay, Joe, it's a lot of things. Okay, so Tyler
and somebody definitely in the Afrobeats space. So
Ngaro I rata Afrobeats, ne?
Down.
Eh?
Down.
Butloko, ne?
Sure. And I think if it's a sound that I'd get on.
Give me an interesting song that you love. I want to play it after this. When we have a moment, something that you love, and I think maybe people don't really know your taste is like that. Yeah.
It's I don't think it's a popular song, but like that. But it's Mr. Easy, Skin Tight. I've freestyled to that song so many times, and maybe I should release a version of it onto the internet. Who knows? Yeah.
So talking about releasing, what is something that you learned that you wish you would have learned earlier?
I think I undermined the amount of work that goes into creating just one song. Just because you can sing, it's an artistry that has a pattern, and with the right exposure, that exposing yourself to the space or the music, the craft itself, enough times, you get to see the pattern and you understand making a song is more than just vocals, it's more than just you delivering a message, it's a pattern, So I wish I knew that and the amount of labor that goes behind it, way earlier. So
let's say now you get to redo your first upcomings, right? Your first beginnings. Give me one thing you would not do again, like not at all.
I hesitated for far too long to start.
Ooh, I love that.
Yes.
Because a lot of people do that. Like you're good, but you don't you're not sure.
I think I heavily relied on external validation, rather than knowing what is true in my heart and in my soul. So I wish I hadn't hesitated. I wish I had started earlier. I wish I had been more boundless with what I released to the public, what I show the public. And now that I'm a little bit more comfortable with doing that, it's been colorful, it's been creative, it's been scrumptious, and I wish I had done that a long time ago. It holds you back. Do not, how to explain it? Do not be your first critique. Don't say no to yourself before giving people the chance to say yes.
Guys, I want to play that song she talked about. You said it's Mr. Easy?
Skin Tight. Love that song.
Is it this one? Just check for me.
Yes, it is. That's
guys,
my
we'll be back in just a few.
when the city's asleep, before the grind gets going.
Cheers, bro. Thanks, mama.
We already moving. Flipping switches, turning rooms into world stages. We don't crack under pressure. We crush it. We lock in and dollar what we must. From beats on stage in the spotlight to face beats in the close-up.
And there we go, guys.
Ooh, I like that.
Making every shot count. Cause the 9 to 5 is just the start. Noma kanjani. We move. We level up. When the beat drops, we get up. Namaje. Cause when the get up meets the go, anything is possible.
Like everyone who says that thing, DJ Maporisa or someone else is robbing me, what. No,
Mama royalties
doesn't happen like that. If like you want your royalties, you mustn't go to the person you have a song with.
Yes.
You must have your own publishing deal. Distribution deal. So they can fetch those things for you.
Yes.
Yeah. I would mention you must go live and be like, me, I want my royalties from DJ Maporisa.
So do you think when Alama royalties were enough to probably even buy him a house right now as we speak, because
Nah,
this song
bro.
was just last year?
Nah. That's why I need he's still young and confused.
He's still young and
Yeah.
confused.
That's why as a kabanguti, as I want like people who are watching us from far. He just needs to like be on a positive side. Are you much didn't speak with them? Police if he needs to apologize so that he indlulele indaba le. Obviously much italubona but to understand abo.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's indlule because obvious dog if akayenzi lo nto leyo, I mean, uhetha my feelings apaya.
Yes.
Affect abantu abapaya. So how am I going to trust you if you can't even come to me so we can speak about it and close it off?
And so did you when I close it off?
I tried calling him and then he said he doesn't want to speak to me. And I was like, I'd fade it.
I wouldn't lie, Cook, man. I'm feeling like extremely motivated, especially seeing as that I saw Bentley Continental GT, something like a W12. That empowerment, man.
You have to have a vision. You know, the main purpose that Bucks arranged this thing here today is to make sure that kids get inspired to say, you know what, anything is possible. You know, Black Child is possible.
Them bringing these nice cars is a motivation to us that we have to do better so that we can be better people in the future.
Because we had that thing that we wanna leave school because it's hard, but then after this cars, there's no that thing for us to we have to work hard.
Yes, you see us and it looks like it's fancy. However, before the fancy comes a lot of hard work.
You can drive an M4, you can drive your dream car, whatever it is. My dream car was to build a Golf, and I've achieved that dream. And it inspires me when my son is in the car and says, Daddy, you know what, you've done me proud. So you have to have a purpose in life, and I think that's what we need.
So nje manje ndiphila ngumculo. Ya ngisho kanjalo ngithi ngiphila ngumculo kodwa khona futhi amanye amabhizinisi aseceleni engiwenzayo.
Okay, into efana ukutesa unsango
ngikwazi ukuphila. Ngikwazi ukuphila.
Ebone ingoma yakhe kuhlanganiswa abanye abantu ngayo kuthiwa akuthengwa amathikithi nawo umcimbi ukhonto ulihla akekho kuyipost.
Ukujwayelekile kakhulu kuyenzeka nje ngeke ngibone nabanye sebenza ama videos sibona ayibo kudlala ingoma yakho la kanti ukhona kanti ukhona ngithi haya ngekho mina ngasithi wakwazi ukuthi kunomcimbi uyaphusha futhi ngiyanxusa nje nabantu ukuthi beqhubeke impela belekelele.
Abaculi abaningi bashama amamiliyoni bathenga imoto vele kalihle ipakile nawo la ngaphandle nanti imiliyoni salibona la uhamba noma gumeto uthi umenyisa umtsholo.
Hayi monta ngayithenga
waganwa ngayo imali
ngaganwa ngisakhombila ngagana.
Here is a free platform, a pan-African platform.
Yeah.
It gives you education, you network with these people, you do the links, we introduce you to funding opportunities, we introduce you to the organizations that you can't reach by yourself. The young people, I don't know, for some reason, if it's not a party, or a DJ involved in a live performance. They don't want to come. You know why masterclasses and workshops are very important? Because of the information. It's the attitudes of the individual, my brother. Because you did not get help at that one, at the first one or the second one. I put it all on you because you didn't ask the right questions. At the masterclasses, they don't ask questions. Let me make an example. Ron's house has been repossessed. I'm not saying I'm a billionaire, I'm a millionaire, but there are ways that we can open doors for you, for you to make money. And there's no small money in this world. Every masterclass is a free educational empowerment platform, you know. It's designed for African creatives, entrepreneurs, and professionals in the arts and the media space. But what sets us apart is the holistic and practical approach in delivering the real world knowledge with industry leaders, which you can touch and ask questions, network with, because everybody who's going to be there, we've asked them to say, block out your day. The youth want to talk to you. The youth are eager to come and suck knowledge from you. You know, that's why even this year we've shortened the panel, and the Q&A time and the networking time is a bit longer.
In about 30 years time to 40 years time, I think everything is going to be robotic, because even
it's the
now
fact
with
that in 30 to 40
movies,
years we're actually still going to be alive.
Exactly. That's my biggest concern.
What do you mean I'm going to be alive for so much longer? Have you heard how AI can actually sound like a person?
Now you're gonna get someone saying, "Hey, Connie Ferguson scammed me of this and this." I'm like, Marachomi, can the whole Connie Ferguson come to you and be like,
I need 50 rand.
I need 50 rand. Maybe it's because it's never happened to me.
But my question is, of all the people Connie Ferguson could have reached out to, she reached out to you.
To me.
Her son, her daughter, her siblings.
A whole Zandile from Alex.
Her
Connie
friends.
Ferguson is reaching out to a whole Zandile.
She has friends.
In the industry.
She has a banker.
Exactly.
She has people who she can reach out to, but not Tyrone, Utula, Moklex, Dopu.
Your success is not dependent on how fast you run, but on how prepared you are. As a matter of fact, the quality of your delivery is dependent upon your preparation. We have people that wants to be present in the stage of life, but they are absent in the classroom of preparation. It is very disturbing to see how people rush into things that they did not spend time preparing for. So we see the gift and the man. So the gift opens the door for the man to sit, to dine with kings. But once the door is open for you to sit and dine with kings, once you are in the room, the gift will not tell you how to behave.
When the city's asleep, before the grind gets going,
Thanks, Mama.
we already moving. Flipping switches, turning rooms into world stages. We don't crack under pressure. We crush it. We lock in and dollar what we must. From beats on stage in the spotlight to face beats in the close-up.
And there we go, guys.
Ooh, I like that.
Making every shot count, cause the 9 to 5 is just the start. Numaganjani. We move. We level up. When the beat drops, we get up. Namaje. Cause when the get up meets the go, anything is possible.
Ngathanda nje ihubo malivunywa zinsizwa zasoLondi makushone umuntu ngathatha lelo hubo lelo ngalibuka ukuthi lengaba lihle ukuthi lingagcini ukucula emncabeni noma ekujabuleni.
Lengoma iyatrenda kakhulu, iyatrenda namanje.
Yes.
Waqhamuka abanye bathi ingoma kaSibanibani lena njengoba usho wena uthi ihubo lasemakhaya. Shothi nami lengoma ngisengayicula ngicula ngendlela yami nangelinye ilanga.
Ungayicula ngendlela yakho noJumbe ngafike icule noNkosi yamagcokama ngafike eyithathe ngendlela kajwayele kwenza ngakhona isebenze ingoma nje khona emphakathini. Ngoba umfowethu alikho inxela kulaba khona between mina naye indlela ke abezwa ngayo abantu enye into basebeyibhebhezelela for ukuqhatha ingoma leyana eyami uma uthi khona pho kwayizwa khona kwenye indawo yayiyi-track bani kwenye indawo lapha kumina u-track number 2 ingoma yami leyo hamba uyidlala nje ngoba ngiyimisele mhlawumbe ngaphela 2 months isifikile o700.
My favorite songs by KO. Such a fan. It's crazy for me because over time you realize that do you become a fan of yourself?
My goodness. I think it starts there before you actually do anything.
Right?
Yeah.
And as a fan of yourself, what has been your favorite work so far?
My God, I just started this thing, okay? But to show you that I'm a real fan of myself, everything I've done so far, absolute brilliance. I love it. I'm obsessed. I can't wait to share it with everyone.
You can't wait to
I can't wait to share it with everyone.
And you know, being a fan of yourself, right? Do you also give yourself critic, and is it honest?
I think for you to actually keep creating quality, craft, it's behind it's criticism, and if you don't open yourself up to saying where can I improve, what am I doing right, I don't think you'd ever grow as an artist. So I am my biggest critic if there's anything.
And who's your biggest fan right now?
My God, I have to think about that one. I think my friends. Let's start there. My friends, even in times where I'm like, I don't think I want to do this anymore, those babies build what we have right now tirelessly. I am so sorry they believed in me when I didn't. And wow, I'm so grateful for that. I think they are my biggest fans.
How important is the environment you're in at this stage of your career, and the importance of it, and the people who's around you, and the community that you're trying to build? I always say, how important is it to build yourself, but how important is it to even build a community?
Yeah. In our line of work, there's no such thing as resting. There's no such thing as like clocking out. You're always, working. So finding the time to actually tend to relationships is tricky. But as somebody I told you I'm expressive, so I feel a lot. So I do need my people. I have to sit there and actually put time aside for that. So community, the environment around me is greatly important. There's a lot that goes on in your head from a work perspective. Am I showing up enough? Am I doing well enough? Am I still a good friend even within all of this? Am I still a good sister? So it's very important that you nurture the relationships you currently have, because that is, fundamentally what home is.
That's what home is. So as 2026, what are some of the big projects you have coming? What are some of the plans you have planned? Let us know, give us sort of like a blueprint of where you're trying to see yourself at the end of the year, in the next 6 months. So even us, when we look back to this interview, but she did say that.
So we have a body of work coming up, outside of the features that I'm already working on. We have an EP coming up, so it's going to be a mix of what is, what we know already as South Africa, like your amapiano, your 3-step, and a little bit of Afro pop here and there. We have features with Bobasta 99 and a few more great people that, I'm not going to reveal right now. Just, stay and watch.
Stay and watch.
Yes. So at the end of the year, I think I'll probably be working on my second project already, and I want to see how far and how much South Africa resonates with, what I'm singing about, what I'm saying, my energy altogether.
And I love that you said that. And what are you trying to say? What are you trying to reflect? Who are you trying to show us? Is it your childhood? Is it your love life? Is it I always say, and I ask this question too often, are you a better creative in love or heartbroken?
Interesting. 2 questions there. Let me start with your first one. What am I trying to share with South Africa? I'm trying to share what's important with South Africa. So with the songs that I'm going to release, you hear me speaking about a sense of grounding. That is, be it if that is like a religious system or your loved ones, or the importance of family, getting back together, reconciling. So that's basically, the importance of connection, of community. That is basically what I'm singing about in my EP. What was the second question again? I'm sorry.
The second question is, are you a better creative in love or heartbroken?
Yes,
that's my signature question. Like, I don't leave that question out. I don't care where we are. I just love it so much because I just love to know, is the human mind more creative in love or heartbroken?
The default would be I create more when I'm heartbroken, and I can explain why.
Yeah.
Right? Because you already go through a lot and you don't think people are going to understand, or just generally it's difficult to find somebody who fully understands what you mean. So you automatically gravitate towards creating art when you're heartbroken. But that is something that I had to redefine for myself. I'm like, I do not only want to hold my pen when I'm going through something. I do not want to have a pain relationship with my art alone. Sometimes I just want my joy to
pain relationship with my art.
I just sometimes want my joy to dance on my page, and in my music, and people rejoice in that, So it took some time to actually, embody both. But default, heartbreaks really.
Default has to be the heartbreak.
Yeah,
it has to be the heartbreak. So let's get into more fun questions, right? So I want to know, you are in love and you're sending this person that you love a song. What song would you send them?
My goodness.
Come on, what song would you send? For me that's easy. For me it's Dandelion. Like, if I love you, I'm sending you Dandelion. I want you to know, like yo, baby girl, like, yo, it's me and you forever.
Yeah. I think for me, am I supposed to just pick one?
Okay, give me two.
Okay, so I'd probably send them Water and Air by Yzelle.
Oh,
yes, exactly. Yeah.
What a jam!
That's my song. Okay. Oh my goodness, love that song down. I'd probably send them something by Sabrina. Sabrina Claudio. I'd probably send them Frozen by Sabrina Claudio.
Okay.
But that Yzelle song, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're breaking up with somebody, but you don't know what to say anything. What song are you sending?
Oh no.
I think I'm corny. I'm gonna send them Easy to Love, Boosie, because I think the song says it, like, I love you, but I'm just not easy to love.
Yeah.
Like, I love you, I'm just not easy to love.
Sure. I'd probably send the John Redcorn by Sir. I'd also probably send what is the song? Heartbreak Anniversary.
Oh, Heartbreak Anniversary.
Okay. Yeah.
Nah, I see the vision. I see the vision.
Yeah.
Let's keep it even more fun. So you have to choose one song to describe your life right now. What would you choose?
Mereba Sandstorm. Washa. Let's go.
I love that song. I love that song so much. So the country right now on Twitter, they were talking about how the hip hop brews don't have collaboration. That's the reason why the genre is failing. I want to know your point of view on how important is collaboration, and can you build without it though?
Interesting. I don't think it's as easy to build by yourself than community. As Africans, you know, and that translates even into business, even into, you know, creativity. They are partly right when they say part of the reason why the culture and the genre itself is dying is because people are not collaborating, because a collaboration of minds, of creatives, can create a new sound that we continue to enjoy. They continuously contribute to the sound, contribute to the art as a collective, and birth a new sound, you know. So if you're independent and you're alone, you hardly get any inspiration, you know. It's very easy to fall back into redundancy, you know. So they're partly right. I think we need to go back to embracing culture and, you know, the same people we have in the space, you know. Yeah, I think that's round about it.
So firstly, I want to say thank you for taking your time to come sit down with me. I always end these the same way because I always want people to resonate with your last words with us. The kids are always asking, what's the word of the day?
Word of the day. You know, word of the day today comes from the fact that, as I said earlier, I feel like South Africans have a lot on their plate. And even if that's not what they do with their hands, but there's a lot that happens in our brains just to keep afloat. You know, and today I want to say to anybody who's listening to this, who's probably going to listen to this, that trust the power of the desires in your heart, that they are bringing you what you need.
I love that.
So you can calm down for once, you know, and hear yourself think and sit there and enjoy something for once without, you know, the chaos and the colors that are the storm that's happening in your brain. So the word of the day is today, trust that your heart desires are bringing you what you need.
I love that.
Yeah.
Guys, as always, I love being here 9 to 11. The Rise and Shine morning show. As always, it's your boy Lethabo and the real life Iucky. Send us out guys at 007 without the 7. Panama Mnuding Pana Styler. You know, it's still the month of love. I hope wherever you are, you're embracing that. I know we are just the generation that is living without it, or they say we don't have it. I love love, guys. Like I know you guys only see me online and I can Playboy. I can Playboy. Nacho garapalerato. Nacho. Nagarato chola. Nagarato chola. Nagarato chola. Nagarome que le romano que le romantic. Nacho. Que bama plobo.
That is why you asked me about Valentine's. That is why you asked me about Valentine's.
The same thing, sir.
No, we need more people like you. Where do we find them?
Guys. And guys, please, as always, where can people find you, follow you? You know, just if somebody's listening and they really enjoyed this interview, what can they expect from you in terms of content-wise?
Okay, first of all, you can find me on TikTok and on Instagram at Yzelle_M. It's YZELLE_M. And yeah, if you really enjoyed this, I share a bit of myself a lot on TikTok in more depth, you know, on a more personal level. So if you're trying to get to know me and enjoy like the side of me, so you'll find that on my TikTok. But if you're trying to like get into like the music side of things, you know, you're trying to get into what I create, you'll find that on Instagram for real.
No, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate you guys always. What a song. What a song.